Okay, so I've got some more macros for you as well. We have some data here, and what I want to be able to do is delete certain rows based on certain fields on particular rows having a certain content. In other words, I want to be able to very quickly delete all of the rows where, let's say, the category was seafood, or delete all the rows where the sales rep was Harry. And on the flip side, be able to delete all of the rows that are not seafood or that are not produce. So we can do it, we can work it on both ends there. So here's how we're going to work this. I'm going to show you the code that will be doing all of this. The first one here is deleting rows that have a specific, field item, such as, get rid of everybody who has the last name of, Rose or something like that for the rep name. And then the other one would be the deleting a row or deleting rows where a specific word does not exist. All right, so that's in there as well. So that's them. So what we're going to do first of all then is we'll go ahead and we'll select these macros, those two. There we go. Right click it, we'll hit copy, and then we'll go back over to developer, go to our Visual Basic, and here we are again. Let me go to the bottom of our module 4 list. We're just using that over and over again. Get about right there. I'll do a paste, so I'll just do a right click on that and paste it in there, and there we go. And then I'll go back and get rid of the headings that got selected. And get rid of that one there. And delete that. All right. So there's the two macros right there. Pretty good. So we'll close that up. Then what I'll do is we're going to go over to in our macros ribbon here. We'll put those two macros into here, into the really cool area. So do you remember how we did that? We went back over into File. We went down to Options. We went over to Customize Ribbon. And we're going to get our really cool area opened up there. So I'll click onto that, get that open there. And then we'll change our listing to show us just our macros. There they go. And we are starting to get accumulated there with macros, aren't we? So let me widen this up a little bit here. So basically these are the two here, the delete rows without word and delete rows with word. So I'll take the with word one and I'll put that below the 3 there, and then I'll get the other one where it's delete without word. I'll put that below there. Then we'll click the first one, hit rename, and I'll just go ahead and get rid of the first part there. And we've got delete rows with word. So I think maybe I could make that maybe delete rows with word, something like that. And we'll get an icon there, hit OK. And then we'll go to the next one here, rename that one. Again, I'll get rid of this part here first. And on there we've got delete rows without words, so I'll go maybe delete rows without word, something like that. Pick a picture, hit OK, and there we go. Hit OK, and now those two will show up. There they are. Notice we're getting the columnization of our macros because we kind of exceeded, I guess, the 4 that normally would fit. Like this one here, we did the same thing, so pretty cool. All right, so now we'll go back to our data, and so let's go ahead and we'll go to our first one here. So we're going to tell it that we want to get rid of all of the rows or records where the category is seafood, let's say. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over, and you don't really need to select any of the data. You just need to be somewhere in the data. And you need to make sure, too, that your data is nice and solid. There's no blank rows and no blank columns in here, okay? All right, so we're going to click on to our macro. Now, this is going to be the one where it deletes what we specify, all right? So we're going to click on the delete row with word. It says, okay, which column field? All right, so in this case, it's going to be column H. So we just type in H, hit OK. And what are we looking for? Looking for seafood, right? So we'll type in seafood, just like that. Hit OK. You'll notice what it does, it puts NAs on all of the seafoods. And so it's kind of marking them, and then eventually, it's taking a while to do. I got a lot of data here. I probably shouldn't have had so much data. I got about 70,000 rows here. So it's having to go through quite a bit. And there we go. So it did a really good job there. So you won't see any rows in here now that have seafood on them. So that's pretty cool. Now I'll do it one more time just so you can see how this works. Let's say I want to get rid of all of the, let's say I want to get all of the records where they're government related. Okay, GOVT here. So again, I'll click onto that button. Now that's going to be in column C. So I type in C, hit OK. And this is going to be GOVT. Hit OK. You'll see how those got marked off. And then in a short period of time, probably need some elevator music here, but a short period of time it should knock those rows off. So I'll say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's almost there. I can feel it. Again, like I said, I've got lots of records, lots of rows in here, so that's going to cause it to get kind of stopped up here for a second. But still, it does a pretty good job at taking care of it for you. There we go. Now let's do the flip side. Now let's say that we want to get rid of all of the rows where the category is not beverages. In other words, we want to keep beverages, get rid of everything else. Okay? So in that case, we're going to do the delete row without the word, whatever word we have here. Okay? So all of them that are not beverages, right? So we're going to click onto that. That's going to be column H once again. Hit OK. And then the word is going to be beverages. There we go. It's important that you spell it right. The case doesn't matter, but the spelling does. We'll go ahead and hit OK. And A is those. And there we go. Nothing but beverages now. So that's pretty good. All right. Now another one we can do, let's try that one more time. Let's say we want to get rid of everything but Africa, let's say, right? So what we'll do is we'll, again, click somewhere in our data, click onto the delete row without word. Now that's going to be, again, column D. And we're looking for Africa. All right, so you'll see a few of them in there. All right, so now we'll go ahead and hit OK. And there we go. So now you'll see nothing but Africa in there. So Very cool. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you can start using some of these things, but I think it's a good little tool there. So appreciate you watching. Take care.